This week in the Missouri Senate, we'll review some of the first legislation heard in committee. On Wednesday, the Missouri Senate Economic Development and Tax Policy Committee gavelled in for the first time. Among the three measures this panel heard was Senate Bill 8. Senator Bill Eigel of Weldon Spring is the sponsor. He says his proposal would reduce the personal property assessment percentage.
If you're like most every other Missourian in this state, you've seen some pretty dramatic increases in your personal property tax bill.
During committee discussion, Senator Doug Beck of St. Louis used a fire department as an example, along with $1 in property tax.
So today they're getting $1 from both sources. Now, when real estate would go up, personal property would drop that amount. So if it goes up $1, you drop this by $1.
Committee action has not yet been taken on Senate Bill 8.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Wednesday also saw the Missouri Senate Health and Welfare Committee consider two proposals. Senator Elaine Gannon of DeSoto sponsors Senate Bill 45, legislation that seeks to modify provisions relating to Missouri HealthNet services for pregnant and postpartum women.
Extending current coverage for these women under Medicaid, which would increase coverage from the 60 days to a full year after birth.
The other measure is similar. Senator Tracy McCreery of St. Louis County sponsors Senate Bill 90.
I believe this is the year the legislature can put people before politics and get this done to help families across our beautiful state.
Committee action has not yet been taken on either of these bills.
There's a bunch that are out there. What I've heard so far, I think I like.
The State of the State address is also another major highlight for the week. The executive branch presented goals and ideas for the current legislative session that include a major transportation upgrade. After hearing the governor's annual budget address on Wednesday, Missouri Senate President Pro Tem Caleb Rowden of Columbia says he ranks I-70 improvements near the top of his budget priorities.
Certainly, I think I-70 probably rises to the top of a lot of lists just because of its ongoing issues.
Missouri Senate Minority Floor Leader John Rizzo of Independence adds he is still going over details on the entire proposal for fiscal year 2024.
The things that I've heard so far, and we'll find out more, are in the right direction. Do I think they're enough? Probably not, but I think it's better than where it could have been.
But I did vote for concurrent jurisdiction.
Local prosecutors are elected.
Senator Rowden says some lawmakers are still looking at additional legal protections for Missourians.
There's got to be some consequence for prosecutors who are not doing their job. That is 100% for sure. What that looks like, I think, is still up in the air.
Senator Rizzo says most local prosecutors in question continue to get reelected.
I'd imagine their job is pretty difficult when Missouri doesn't have a red flag law that doesn't allow them to do their job.
President with no further business coming before.
Session will resume on Monday.
Stand adjourned.
And remember, you can follow these and other issues facing the Missouri Senate by visiting our website, senate.mo.gov. Reporting from the state capitol, I'm Dean Morgan.